Shalom. I'm a Hebrew Israelite here to prophesy the downfall of this wicked kingdom. Alright? And speak about the upliftment of these people on this side, the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, man, which are God's chosen people according to the Bible. Alright? There's been a lot of people coming up against the truth lately, you know, a bunch of agents, you know, trying to come with their bullshit Christianity, all right, which we know that's garbage, okay, because they don't even read the scriptures, all right. So let me start with Matthew 15 and 24. Okay, this is Matthew 15 verse 24. Okay, because the Lord, He only came for one set of people, man. He came for the Israelites, man. He didn't come for the rest of these people, man. All right, the rest of these heathen nations, He didn't come to them. All right, He came for the Israelites, all right, which are the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans according to the Bible. All right, this is Matthew 15 and 24. But He answered and said, I am not sent but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel. All right, so the Lord was not sent except for the house of Israel, man, which are the Israelites, okay? The true Israelites, all right? Not those Israeli so-called white people in the land right now. Those are fake Jews, man, all right? Starting trouble in that region, okay? The true Israelites are who the Lord died for, man, all right? He didn't die for the whole world. He didn't die for all these different nations, okay? There was no time in the scriptures where the Lord said that He came to deliver all nations, man, all right? And when He speaks about all nations, He's talking about the Israelites scattered amongst them, man. All right? Matter of fact, let me get that in Isaiah 11 and 11. This is Isaiah 11 verse 11. And it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall set His hand again a second time to recover the remnant of His people. All right, where was the first time that the Lord recovered the remnant, man? That was recovered His people or saved His people. It's talking about Egypt, man. All right, that was the first time that the Lord saved His people, man. The second time is gonna be in Babylon, man, and around the world. Okay, why? Because we were scattered around the world. Okay, in order to understand the scriptures, you have to understand history, man. You have to understand secular history, okay, which most of these people don't understand. They don't try and link up history with what's going on in the scriptures, man. All right, what the scriptures say, okay? Because there's prophecies, there's history, you know, there's laws, there's statutes, all right? They think that this book is just all about love. All it preaches is love. That's all it's talking about. The scriptures goes a lot deeper than just love, man. Okay? There's love, there's hate, there's war, there's peace, all right? But the fact of the matter is that the Lord only came for one people, man, all right? And when you understand the history of those people, you'll understand why He said that He would have to deliver them from amongst all nations, okay? But they're still the same race of people. They're still Israelites, man, all right? Just because it says He would deliver them out of these different lands, right? It names the lands, but He also says that those people that He's delivering are the remnant of Israel, okay? Pursuant to what? The prophecy, right, of the curses that would happen to the Israelites, all right? Saying that how the Israelites would be scattered amongst all people, okay? How they would go into slavery, all right? That's what happened to the Israelites, okay? So in the midst of that, they lost their heritage, all right? They called themselves by different nations, okay? Let me get Isaiah 11 and 11. I'll start at 11 again. And it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall set His hand again the second time to recover the remnant of His people, which shall be left from Assyria and from Egypt and from Pathros and from Cush and from Elam and from Shinar and from Hamath, right? But it said what? The remnant of His people, right? Who is His people? His people are the Israelites, man. Okay? So people will read that and they'll think that he's talking about saving all these different nations. That's not what he's talking about. He's talking about bringing his people from amongst those different heathens where they were scattered, man. All right? Because the slave trade spread it out the Israelites all around the world, man. All right? There was a slave trade in Arabia. The slave trade went down to India. All right? So we have Israelites in India, we have Israelites in Arabia, and all these different countries, man. Okay? Let me continue with that. This is from Elam, and from Shinar, and from Hamath, and from the islands of the sea. And he shall set up an ensign for the nations, and shall assemble the outcasts of Israel, man. All right, the outcasts would be what, man? I mean that they were outcasted from the commonwealth of Israel, man. All right, which means that they lost their heritage, man. Just like he told Jeremiah, man. He said, what? Thou, even thyself, shall discontinue from thy heritage, okay, which I gave thee. And that's what happened to the Israelites, right? And that's another proof that those Israelis are not the Israelites, man. When did they lose their heritage, man? And when they lost their heritage, when they came back into the land, there's supposed to be peace on earth, man. All right? They were supposed to have slaves in that land, okay? Which they don't have any of that, all right? So they don't fit the prophecies that are spoken about in the scriptures, man. They don't fit those prophecies, okay? But they're over there causing trouble, man. Just like the leader from Turkey said. He said what? He said that that the Israelis were the center of every problem in that region. What's going on, brother? You all right, brother?
I'm all right.
Yeah, brother. Yeah, don't worry, man. You're gonna get back your everything that was stolen from you.
It's a holy time of year.
That's right.
Is it really holy though?
No. It's not a holy time of year. Excuse me. It's not a holy time of year at all, man. Christmas is a pagan holiday, man.
I know, that's it.
It's a pagan holiday. It's written about in the scriptures. Our people are not supposed to be following that.
No,
okay? You're not supposed to be following. I'm not supposed to be following. Our people are not supposed to be following. We're a
commercialism.
It's all about You're a Gadak. That's right. You're a Gadak. That's correct, bro. That's correct. And another thing, right? It speaks about Gad. It said what? A troop. Matter of fact, I'll get that. I'll read about Gad. I don't know if I read it for you yet. But it said a troop shall overcome Gad, but you will be victorious in the end. And that troop was who? The cavalry, man. The U.S. Army, man. That's who.
The U.S. cavalry.
Yeah, that's right, man. Those devils, man. All right. Hold on, I'm gonna get that. It's Genesis. Right? Because what did they do? What did they do to us, man? They destroyed us, man. That's what people, man. Systematically, physically, you know, the treachery, the things that they did. They didn't get smallpox, right? Smallpox. They were the first ones to they put that stigma on Gad, saying Gad was the one to make us murderers and stuff. But they started the skinning, man. That's the little kid, man.
That's my ancestor.
That's right. What's up? That's I can't remember that. That's not Crazy Horse either. I'm not sure exactly who that one is. Actually, that might be Geronimo, to be honest with you. It might be Geronimo, that one. Let me get this. Revelations 13, verse 9. Okay. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity, right? So how did he lead? How did the so-called white man lead us on this side of the earth, man? Through slavery, right? Through slavery, right? So he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. That's justice, all right? He that killeth with the sword. What did he do to the Gadites? Now, what did he do to the indigenous people from North, Central, and South America? He slaughtered them with the sword, right? Right? Christopher Columbus came here and he said that these people were peaceful. They were kind to him. Right? They were kind that came to give him gold. The brotherly spirit that's naturally within us. Okay? But guess what he did? He said that he put his sword down not for 1 hour, man. He was killing nothing but slaughtering women, children. All right? They used to play a game where they say, let's see who can cut an Indian in half, man. And they used to just cop a random Native American and chop him in half, man. All right? That's what Christopher Columbus, those devils did, man. All right? So the Most High is looking to repay these so-called white people for that, man. All right? He's gonna pay these devils for that, man. Okay, that's what's definitely gonna happen, brother.
We're on our way, man.
We're on our way back up because the Lord is coming back to what? To heal us, man. All right, let me get that in. Habakkuk, the second chapter, man. That's where the Lord's coming back. He's coming back to heal us and restore us as a nation. Okay?
Merry Christmas, brother.
He's coming back to restore us as a nation. I'm just going to get this in Habakkuk, the second chapter. Let me get this, man. He came over here and destroyed our people,
Look at
man.
that passage of the name Emmanuel.
The word Emmanuel means God with us. God with us, all right?
Well, what is he? What do you feel?
Well, he's with us, but you see, it doesn't seem like it, right? But I'm gonna show you something though. But first, I'm gonna read this. But unto you that fear my name, right? We're just talking about the name of the Lord, which is Yahweh. That's the name of the Heavenly Father, okay? And the name of the Great Spirit, what the name of Americans call the Great Spirit, Yahweh. That's his name, okay? Which is very important, all right? And his name of his son is Yahushua, okay? But unto you that fear my name shall the Son of Righteousness arise with healing in his wings, and he shall go forth and grow up as the calves of the stall, man. All right, which means that the Lord is going to come back to heal us and deliver us, man. All right, talking about his people. He's not coming back to deliver the whole world. Only for the Israelites. Okay. And most of our people, to be honest with you, most of our people are going to get rolled over, man. They're going to die, man, horribly. All right. Why? Because they're not listening and taking heed to the words of the Lord. All right. Because we come out here, what do? It's not just me. We have brothers all around the world. Yeah,
We're surviving. We're living to survive.
definitely. But that's true. That's true. We're strong people, right? But what I want to show you is that we have people doing what I'm doing, the garments and everything, our ancient clothing.